Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today you join me at BYD headquarters here in the UK, where behind us we've got the Denza Z9 GT, which is their new high performance luxury brand. But this isn't what we're here to talk about today necessarily. We want to talk about BYD's new flash charging, which is a new infrastructure coming to the UK, soon to have 300 new sites and a few thousand across Europe. They've already got over 6,000 of these across China, and they're proving very popular. It's a great design, and also it promises to deliver a massively improved charge time. So typically a quick charge, 10 to 70%, let's say, across most current cars. Even on a Tesla supercharger, for example, you're looking at 25, 30 minutes. On this, you're looking at 5 minutes. And if you're looking to charge to 97%, you're looking at around 9 minutes, which is really impressive, isn't it? So that's going to really cut down your stops. So let's take a bit of a tour of the actual charger itself, and I want to show you exactly what it's all about. Bear in mind as well that the technology used on these new second generation Blade batteries is so good that it keeps the batteries preconditioned almost at all times, which is super important for temperature, and it also really helps with cold charging. So up to minus 30 degrees this has been tested to, and it only impacts it by 3 minutes. So 3 minutes of extra charge time, which is absolutely nothing, is it, when you think about it? No preconditioning required. You just rock up, plug it in, you're good to go. The internal structure of the battery also means that not only can this be part of the structural integrity of the car and increase rigidity, but also it improves thermals dramatically internally when it comes to heat dissipation. So this actual charger, you can see here, this is the BYD flash charging system, and this is going to be installed across a lot of different locations, starting really with, you know, your usual motorway services, shopping centres, really busy high traffic areas. But the beauty of this system is it doesn't really require any extra additional power. So because of the battery technology built in, which I'll show you in a moment, it can actually accommodate high voltage charging really easily without any issue. So as you can see, this is a new system. It's designed not to be too intrusive on the cars. So as I head up here, you'll see we've got this really easy design. So it's on like a suspension system, so you can really easily move this along, and it's super lightweight. You can do this with one hand. You can see, even I'll put a pinky on it, there's no weight to that at all. It's really super easy, and so this means you can bring it over and plug it into the car nice and straightforward. So that is something that is really good as a design, I think, and it just keeps it out of the way. You know, you've not got these charging cables rubbing on the paint, you've not got them dangling on the floor, getting muddy and all that kind of thing. So really good system, and they're going to have standard RFID. Also, you've got contactless payment, and they're going to set it up similar to the superchargers, where you also have the payment solutions as well. So you've got just a standard come in, plug in the car, and it automatically takes payment through the app, which is super straightforward. This is not a proprietary charger either. This is actually a CCS system. So as you can see, this is just a standard charger. So this will work with other brands as well. And so if your car supports fast charging, this most likely will do it up to around 1500 kilowatts. So that is pretty significant. Obviously, it depends on your car's charging and cooling, and these ones are capable of nearly that in most situations, thanks to that new Blade battery technology. So talking of that technology, if we move over here to this system, you can see you've got two separate units here, and what they will do is they will have effectively 4 or 5 of these new Blade batteries in. So they're super high density batteries, LFP batteries, second generation, that really don't degrade in terms of their health when they have this flash charging inserted, which is a really good solution. So the beauty of this system is that these units can be installed in most locations. So there's no need for extra cabling, extra high voltage and stuff like that. You can just effectively get these units charged up so that the stations will perform as normal all the time. And they're integrating software into their new cars that make sure that when you're heading to one of those locations, they know about it. So it means that they can keep these topped up as well. So that's going to be really intuitive to use, isn't it? And it means that you can pretty much just dump one of these anywhere there's an existing charging network. There's no additional kind of prerequisites required, which means that there's probably going to be a lot more of these very quickly, which is the whole idea really. It means that we've got that infrastructure in a very quick way to support these new fast charge cars coming out, and we're told that this is the first of very many of those as well. So talking specifically more about the first BYD car that's going to support this, the Z9 GT, let's jump in and take a look at it, shall we? So this is aimed really to take on some really high-end luxury cars, and you can tell that in here. The quality of everything is absolutely astounding. You've got really nice crystal buttons here, a large display. You've even got a display over there for the passenger with apps on. You can see you've got YouTube and stuff over there, absolutely kitted out. And the top end one of these will have triple motor technology. They call it the E3 platform, and it has up to 1140 horsepower, which is ludicrous, isn't it, especially with this fast charging capability. As for what you see on the display now, you can see we've got a nice big interface, and this is showing the charge, and I want to show you just how quick this thing will charge up on this new charger. And these are soon going to be available throughout the UK, which will make a huge difference to your charge stops. Now, this is aiming really to get more towards a refueling stop, right? So at the moment, you can maybe sit and have a meal whilst you wait for your car to charge to 100%. In this, you really don't need that. Worst case scenario, 12 minutes in minus 30-degree conditions. That's really not a lot of time at all. That's enough for you to get out of the car, go and grab a coffee, come back, and it's pretty much there. So that's really, really a game changer. So as you can see on screen now, it is just absolutely flying. This is real time. I've not sped up this content. It's showing exactly what it will do when you've got it plugged in. And like I said, it's not in ideal conditions, because this will be able to discharge and do this flash charge in any condition, you know, up to minus 30 degrees Celsius, and also it will be preconditioned regardless of your driving circumstances. So there's no kind of prerequisites required here. As long as the charger is functional and you get the car there, this is the sort of speed to be expecting on one of these chargers, which is absolutely incredible. You'd think, you know, looking at this footage, you'd think it was sped up. It really isn't. This is all real time, and it's been super impressive. We had lots of media here today at this event, and everyone's been so impressed with the rate of it going up, and by the time the presentation was finished, the car was fully charged. So as for the Denza, you're probably going to expect to see more models of this coming soon, and this one will be officially launched here in the UK at Goodwood Festival of Speed later in July. So you might be thinking, well, what about health, battery health, warranty, safety? This is a lot of voltage, a lot of quick charging. Well, BYD have done lots and lots of safety testing on this, including a nail penetration test. Whilst it was charging at the full rate, they penetrated the battery with a nail, which resulted in no thermal runaway at all, no explosion, no fire. And they've also done short circuit tests with 4 cells simultaneously with no fires and explosions, even when reaching temperatures of over 700 degrees Celsius. So these are effectively the safest batteries on the market right now, this new LFP. And also battery degradation is reduced by 2.5% versus the previous generation. Currently BYD offer a warranty of 155,000 miles or 8 years, which covers you for 70% battery health. And this is bound to get better. I'm told by executives that some cars may even have a lifetime warranty for these batteries, depending on the model. So I'm joined here by Diego, the Director of EV Charging here at BYD. Just going to ask a few questions, if that's okay.
Please.
Thank you so much for coming on with us. I just wanted to ask you a key question first of all. Most importantly for me, this is non-proprietary, so CCS charging. Why was that important for you guys?
Well, this is extremely important. First of all, we want to roll out a network that is accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a BYD technology, but at the same time, we are in Europe. So every single user must be able to, with any single vehicle, must be able to use it. And we are no exception. So if you have a car that can charge a 50 kilowatt, you can easily use it, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, perfect. And you think it will probably actually reach the max capacity of those cars as well? So let's say your car can charge up to 250 kilowatts. In theory, the charger can support that?
Absolutely, that's the whole point. The system is uncapped. The charging power that we can deliver today, it's higher than any vehicle. Even our vehicles, that we don't have yet released a vehicle that can charge 1.5 megawatt. So all of them, they have enough room to provide the best performance.
Perfect. And also temperature, big issue, right?
Yes.
So you mentioned the preconditioning of the battery, it's kind of always ready to go. So is that under any circumstances as well? So let's say, you know, minus 10 degrees outside, is the battery still ready to go at that high rate?
Always. There
Always.
are these very cool videos on YouTube of the car being frozen, the Denza Z9 GT, but this applies for all cars, being frozen at minus 30 degrees for an entire night.
Yeah.
And then somebody just comes, plugs in the vehicle, and boom, you charge at maximum speed right away.
Yeah, that's essential, I think, because even with competitors at the moment, like you're relying on that preconditioning, right? So that I think is probably game changing as well. And this battery tech, so the Blade 2 battery tech, right? We've learned that it's also used in the chargers as well, like the actual systems, which is really cool. It's a good way of doing it. How soon can we start to see that in other BYD vehicles and sort of going forward?
It will come in the next months. So we have new vehicles that will be announced later on in 2026. That will feature this characteristic, and there will be more and more coming every month. So we are very fast in introducing in China every new BYD Denza Yangwang vehicle that is being sold today is with flash charging.
Perfect, that's awesome. In terms of like European and UK rollout, what are we looking at in terms of time frame for that sort of deployment?
So we are starting with the first inauguration this week. Wow. We are opening up the very first station in Bologna, in Italy. The fact that I'm Italian has nothing to do with that. And every week we will open new stations. So this is the starting point. It's going to be a snowball effect. So more and more location. We are starting from the dealership. Why? Because we want to provide the user experience to have the potential new user to have this experience of how it feels like to not have to worry about charging. So you go, you test the car, and you see that you can charge it fully in few minutes.
Yeah.
That is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the demo today, I think that's going to really resonate with customers for sure. Yeah. And what's your highlight, would you say, from working on this project, and like what are you most excited about?
The speed. I mean,
yeah.
the design was finalized end of last year. 1st of January, the first unit came out of the factory. Now there are 6,000 units installed in China, and we're starting the rollout in Europe.
That's a crazy turnaround.
This is unmatchable, and no other company. And the level of integration, because you can open our chargers, and it's like a matryoshka. Every single box contains BYD technology, and then you open another smaller one, and there are BYD components.
Yeah.
Over and over again, you see BYD. It's inside all the way through.
Yeah. And as for, I know you supply a lot of batteries to other manufacturers as well. I'm not sure how much you can comment, but when would we expect to see that tech sort of starting to branch over to other brands as well?
It might come soon, but okay. I cannot say anything.
Okay, that's enough for me. That's cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Diego, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. So there we go, guys. That is the BYD flash charging system, which will be coming to a place near you locally soon, I would imagine. The rollout has been exceptional. Within just a year, there are thousands of these around the world, and they plan to put thousands in across Europe and the UK over the next year or two. So I think this is going to be a big leap forward, especially being non-proprietary tech. You can literally plug any CCS charging car into this, which means that it's going to unlock fast charging capability for a lot of people, and hopefully be accessible, being able to be installed in lots of places as well. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks to BYD for the invite down to check out this new technology and the Denza. Hopefully I'll get some more content with the car for you soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.